look here, there was a hole in this window here. I'm not going to be able to see, but you will. Okay folks, so we're now at Bolderwood, which is about a 15-minute drive from where we've just been, and it's a very short little walk here. All we're doing is a little loop through this forest, and the reason being is there's a viewing platform of some fields where deer are seen regularly, so there's a high chance that we're going to see some deer here. So it's a nice little short hike. Anyway, it's this way, I believe. I don't know if you have to pay or whether it's free or what, I don't know. Let's have a look. So I just read a plaque there and it says they accept donations, so I guess if you want to donate, you donate. If you don't want to, you don't have to. But look at some of these trees. As I was driving here, I was noticing how big some of these trees are. Huge, huge trees. Here we go, we found the path. And yeah, the trees are getting bigger as well. I can see the platform clearly. I'm not seeing any deers. But there are some loud people here, if you can hear them. Noisy little beggars. Anyway, let's at least go up on the platform, eh? Here we go. Is there any fallow deer lurking in the fields? No. Yeah, we're not lucky today. There's nothing there, look. Nice little walk through the forest though. I'll venture another way back to the car, I think. But anyways, apparently they're here regularly. Yeah, believe it when I see it.
You feel fine. Me some pointers there for sure. But you're going to enjoy that.
Yeah, definitely. I was looking at there for the last day when I leave,
really
just before I leave.
Enjoy that. In fact, really, you could probably get 2 days' work of holiday out of that area.
Really?
Yeah.
So
you'd love it.
You tempted me to stay an extra day. I haven't got the extra day though.
No.
Well, I just met a really nice elderly woman there. She's behind me. She was chatting to me for about 10 minutes then. Telling me that I've come at the wrong time to see the deers because it's too loud and it's not when they come out to eat basically. So but she was also telling me that in September in Brockenhurst, where we've just been, sorry, in the New Forest, the farmers are given permission to get a certain date, and the farmers are allowed to set their pigs free within the forest because they can eat all the fallen acorns apparently. So there we go. There we go. You learn something new every day. And they also have a big roundup at some point. I was asking her how they keep tabs on the horses and the ponies, and sorry, not the ponies and the donkeys and the commoners, the people that live in the New Forest. They have to round them up and get them checked and counted up and all of that jazz. So very interesting, you know, very interesting. She was a very nice lady, giving me loads of advice, and she's given me a couple of places to visit. It's an area that I was going to do on the last day anyway, and she's told me a couple of places to visit there, so handy. So for the last day we've got plenty to do. She has told me I could spend a couple of days in that area easy, so I think we're gonna be, yeah, we've got plenty to do anyway. We've got plenty to do, folks. We're not going to be stuck for things to do around here, that's for sure. I might treat myself to an ice cream, folks. Why not? Let's see what they've got. Can I try the ginger one, please? Yeah.
Anything else?
Look at that. No, that'll be it, thanks.
Is that cash or card?
That'll be whatever you want. What's best for you?
Fine, mate.
Card, yeah? Cheers, buddy. Thanks a lot. See you later.
See you later, mate.
Look at that. Very small, very expensive. That's a New Forest ice cream. Ginger. Very fitting. So I've just found there's a couple of little things to do on our way to Hurst Point, or Hurst View. I keep on getting mixed up with that. First one is Knightwood Oak, as you just saw on that sign, and that is the biggest oak tree in this whole forest. So I thought it'd be rude not to visit that, eh? So it's not far, it's just a little traipse through the forest here. So here we have the mighty Knightwood Oak, the oldest member of the forest. Take a walk around the tree and step back in time to see a Victorian view over 100 years ago. Apparently this photo was taken in 1900, and like it says, some of the lower branches have fallen since this photograph. You can see how wide it gets, real close to the ground there, and here you can see, well, yeah, still pretty similar. Anyway, let's go and have a little walk around, shall we? See if there's a better view. And that's the best view I can get of Knightwood Oak. You're not able to get close to it because it's all fenced off, right around, it's all fenced off, clearly to preserve it. Look at the knobbliness on that. Yeah, that's an old tree, that one. Jesus, look at this one. Fascinating. This tree could talk, folks. It would have some stories to tell, I'll tell you that. Anyway, we're just leaving now, and there's one more place we're going to stop off at. It's just around the corner. It's called the Tall Trees Trail, and it is exactly that. It's a little walk through a load of tall trees from all over the world. Some of the oldest trees in Britain are here, apparently. Some old conifers that were from the 1850s, I believe. Yeah, some of the oldest Doulgas Fir trees in Britain here. So we'll check it out, eh? We may as well. We're in no rush today. This is basically what we're going to do. We are here, and we're going to walk along this side of the river, the road, cross the road, walk along the other side and back. So a nice little loop. And I just walked past two stunning trees before that we're going to see right at the end, basically. So we've come across this little plaque here that states that these trees are some of the tallest Doulgas fir in England. All of these, all of it. Another thing that I've just remembered that I researched is that in this forest there are trees that join together like separate trees, but they join together at the top. Like they join at the top, like making friends. Inosculation is the word I was looking for when I was talking about trees joining. They unite. Where two adjacent trees unite. There you go, that's the word I was looking for. I didn't just look at that on Google, honest to God. I really love how knobbly and thick the bark is on these trees, you know. Look at that one. Now I've just found the king of knobs, or knobble, whatever you want to call it. Look at the size of that out. That's my hand. Just sticking out of the tree like that. Having a whale of a time there, isn't he? Look at that, man. Ooh, I love a bit of knobbly bits. Something else I'll mention as I'm trundling along here is that if you're into nature and you're from the UK specifically, you might have heard of a guy called Chris Packham, very famous for doing wildlife programs and that kind of thing. Well, he lives in the New Forest here. He's lived here, well, he was born in Southampton, grew up there, and spent a lot of his time growing up in the New Forest, and he's lived here ever since. So there you go. You never know, I might bump into him, eh? Look at this. Look at that, man. Must have taken something pretty severe to bring that down, eh? Looks like someone's been making dens. There's been many of these in the forest, but nowhere near to this extent. Should we go inside? Should we go have a little look? Come on, folks, let's go in. Oh, it just smells of wood, man. So nice. The smell in here is unreal, folks. Unreal. Oh my god, little mice. Just seen a little mouse run away. Kids being inventive. Love it. How about that? Get myself a sleeping bag. I could sleep in that tonight. Loving all of these wonky trees. There's loads of wonkiness going around. Look at them. Beautiful. I mean, it's just a load of big trees to some people, I guess, and they're not wrong. But trees from all over the world, and just fascinating to be in. Maybe it's more fascinating for me being here than actually you guys seeing it on the screen, which is another reason why you need to visit here yourselves, folks. Get down here, honestly. I'm only tipping the iceberg here as well, you know. I'm only touching the edges here, basically. I've only got a few days here, so I can't do a lot, and one day is going to be spent going to the Isle of Wight tomorrow. That's just another excuse for me to come back again though, isn't it? And find new spots once again. But that's like everywhere I go, you know. It's just you can only see what you can see. You can only do what you can do. I keep saying that. It's very true. It's a huge Douglas fir tree falling down at some point. And the smell of this tree, oh man, if anyone's worked with wood out there, you'll know the smell of Douglas fir when you're working with it. I love the smell of Douglas fir. It just takes me straight back to when I used to work with wood, basically. When I left school, I was a carpenter by trade for 15 years, funnily enough. But oh, that smell is just lush. I used to love working with it as well. It's a really nice wood. Really nice finish if you get a nice grain on the tree, you know. Anyway, that's enough nerdy talk about wood. Oh man, look at the size of this. We're just coming up to the two trees that I saw before, the finale, I think. Just down here. They just look like they were made, like they're fake, because they look so perfect. Anyways, let's get a little bit closer, shall we? Check these out. Two beautiful sequoia trees. Now, if you've been to Sequoia National Park in the US, you'll have seen plenty of these. Absolutely stunning. They just look picture perfect. I mean, look at the base of them. There's a nice loud aeroplane overhead goes by. But yeah, man, look at them. Stunners. Absolutely stunning. I think these folks here have left a little something on the bench.
Oh,
there you go. You don't want to be leaving that on the bench.
Thank you very much.
No worries. See you later. You do good things shall happen to you, folks. So yeah, as I was saying before, you can donate to the national park, you know, to keep it up. And I think that's beautiful because they don't charge for any of the car parks here as of yet, apart from the ones in town, the train station. But generally, car parks like this, the one that we're at here, all been free, you know, which is really, really good. They can definitely charge for these. But so well done, I really like that. So I shall be donating, folks. Okay, so park up anywhere here, I guess. Beautiful. I didn't think we were going to find a parking space actually, because it was double yellows all the way down until here. But look at this place, man. Let's park up and explore, shall we? Okay, so I've just driven as south as I can and as close to the point where we're going, Hurst Point. A little cooker and everything in the back there. Beautiful, beautiful. Anyway, nice bit of water here. And what you've got here, you've got like a spit, what you call a spit, a shingle spit, and that's what we're going to walk along. You can see the castle over there. You walk along this whole thing. It's about 2 to 3 kilometres there, so it's a 5 to 6 kilometre hike there and back. But so you just come here basically. There's a little bridge that takes you over the inlet here. So let's go and see how far we get, eh? Let's see if we get to the end. Let's see.
I tried to find the
Isle of Wight, mainland, castle, lighthouse, fisherman. It's quite amazing. Stood up here, it's very windy. I'll be surprised if you can hear me. But you've got quite, you know, a choppy ocean there, quite choppy. And then down there, because it's hidden by the bank from the wind, it's all very calm and serene. Look at that. We come down here. No wind, listen. Very nice. Yeah, so it's quite strange actually, because you can see the needles and the cliff, the high cliffs there, all very white. I hope you can hear me. And then the rest of the island is kind of just, the colour goes normal, so to speak, and it comes a lot lower, a lot, you know, a lot more lowland, and you just have that section which is white. Strange, eh? Funny old world. The castle is becoming evident, as is the lighthouse with a lovely little cottage next to it. Stunning. So I was just reading a little sign there. You can see a sign here saying beach closed. One of the walls has fallen down apparently, so you can't go that way. So we'll go around this way. Nothing's going to stop us, mate. Nothing's going to stop us, is it? Ooh, the history, people, the history. There's some rope there. I'm hoping that's not been used for, you know, the wrong reasons. Yeah, look at this. So there's the entrance. Ah, you can go in, you can pay to go in. Let's see what the damage is. Oh, look at this. We'll head over to the lighthouse in a minute. Look, there's old, I don't think it's open, to be honest with you. Look at this old train line going into the castle. It goes back through that little hole there. Well, it should be open. Look. we're within these dates. Ah, no. My bad, folks. It's 6:15. Damn. Well, there we go. That's the reason. Didn't realise how late it was. Anyway, look at this. Well worth the visit down there, look. Well, that wasn't very well planned, was it? That it's closed. Because I would have liked to have gone in there, to be honest with you. But hey ho. Never mind. Never mind, guy. 1873 is the date on the wall there. Goodbye, castle. Hello, lighthouse. If these train lines could speak, eh? I wonder what used to go on along here. Look at this. It's a very well kept lighthouse, to be honest. It's very well painted. Very nice tone of green on the bottom, a nice stripe. A matching door colour I can see. So yeah, very well kept. Very well kept indeed. There we go, Hurst Point Lighthouse. Wow, that is a freshly painted job, that, definitely. Now I would love to go in that. Even more so than the castle, probably. Outbuilding here. Think how long this has been here, you know? How long has this been here? Goodbye, lighthouse. Hello, most southerly tip of this kind of peninsula type thing. Can we go any further? I don't think we can. Oh damn. Well folks, I could nip around, but obviously I'm not supposed to. Right there is the little, as far as you can go basically. Nothing there, just some stones, but I wanted to go to the most southern point, you know? But that's as far as I can go. Hey ho, never mind. And yeah, as you can see, this side of the castle's all closed off, so we can't go on that, unfortunately. Anyways, that's that. That is the castle at Hurst Point and the lighthouse. I guess we make our way back. And yeah, if you there's a nice little cottage there. Another little cottage here, and they look lived in, to be honest. Well, that one doesn't actually, that's all boarded up. Let's go and have a look at that, shall we? Let's go and have a quick look at that one. That one looks like it's boarded up, so let's just go and have a quick nosy, see what's going on, see what's occurring. But the other one looks more lived in because there's boats outside of it and some trailers out front. But this one looks a little bit lonely, so to speak. Let's go and have a look. Let's just have a quick look before we leave. I've timed it well here as well because there's nobody else about at all, which is fantastic. Yeah, look, this one's fenced off actually. It's fenced off for some reason, but look at this, man. Jesus. Just left standing here to rot. Look at this. There's like a plaque above the door here, like an English kind of flag type. Oh. Yeah, the gate's not open. I thought if the gate was open, then the gate's open, isn't it? That's it. No, that's definitely not opening. Look at that. It's quite intriguing. Anyway, I'm just going to go around the other side of it. Oh, we've just come to the back. I would love to see what's inside there. Oh, we've got another gate here. Have a look, see if we're open. Oh, we are open. And there's no entry sign here. Let's just go and have a look. We'll have a quick look. We won't stay long. We won't. Oh, and there's a hole in one of the windows. And let's just go and have a look here. There was a hole in this window here. Oh, I'm not going to be able to see, but you will. No, I can't see what you're seeing. What was in there, folks? Tell me what was in there. Let me just show you the emblem I was telling you about. There you go. Well, there we go. We got in. Interesting, eh? What used to go on here? How people used to live here back in the day. Very basic lifestyle, but I bet very simple, but very, yeah, happy, I bet. Loads of fresh air. Loads of sea air. It's always good for you. I should sleep well tonight after all this sea air. So I was just walking past the lighthouse and I came across this. I just seen that. Clearly someone had some fond memories down here. So this is where the boat would drop you off from the mainland. Keyhaven ferry every 20 minutes. £4 for an adult, £3 for a child. Please wait here until asked to board. There you go. If you can't be bothered doing the walk I've just done, that's your option. She's making an appearance. She's coming out. The sun is coming out. Come on, baby. Give us a sunset tonight. Just as I'm leaving, the light shines on the lighthouse. Look at that. Beautiful. I tell you one thing I'm not going to miss is the noise of these bloody pebbles under my feet. After a few kilometres of that, it's enough to drive you bloody mental. Anyway, a little bit to go. So yeah, just coming back up to where we parked. My car's just over there. You've got this strip here and there's loads of camper vans parked up along here. There's actually a little Welsh flag on the front of that. Little Welsh flag on the front of that one. A fellow Welshie there. I would love to have a little nosy in that. Well folks, we just got back to the camp just for sunset. Well, just missed the sunset actually, as you've just seen. It's gone behind the clouds a little bit. But yeah, just had some nice dinner at that pub there. And I'm gonna chill now, to be honest with you. Quite tired, quite a lot of hiking done today. And I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to get a taxi in the morning. I need to get to the ferry port by now, well, by 8:30 AM. It's an hour hike from here. Or it's a 10-minute taxi. But I've left it last minute and I don't think I'm going to get a taxi, to be honest with you. So I think there's a car park there, but I'm not sure whether to chance it or not, whether to kind of go there and risk being able to park my car there or whether to just hike in the morning. Let's see. Not very well planned by myself there, but I'm gonna chill out now. Feeling pretty tired, like I say. So yeah, gonna have a quick lemon tea before bed, and then wake up in the morning for more adventures, folks. So until the morning, North Star, good night.